Hey, this is cycle 2, week 21, classical music. We are doing Brahms this week. And so this is the first romantic composer that we'll be studying. So let's just go back to that week 19 and review what defines the romantic period from the classical period from week 19. Again, you've got your 3 different ways to introduce the artist. Here is his picture. Right here, behind it are the lives of the musicians if you want to use that. You can also use the 5-minute Mozart on YouTube, and there are the 3 facts after to take away from learning about him. So today we're going to be making a paper plate tambourine. Tambourines were used in the romantic period. This is one of the new things from classical music, so it's kind of fun. It's a little more upbeat. It's got just a little bit more tempo to it. So when the kids are listening to Symphony Number 4 by Brahms, you can ask them if they felt like it was a little bit different from the classical music too. It is going to be a little bit different. I don't know if anyone actually reads these scripts anymore after these videos, but it is a little bit different than the script because after making it for this is why we do this, I've just found easier ways to do it. So instead of 2 paper plates for each kid, you are just going to need 1 paper plate. I do have some extras. I don't know if I have enough, but maybe you do from some other weeks in art. If you have any extra paper plates from the year at this point, please just use those. In my bin, I did not have any specifically for week 21. So if you are the same as me, then please just use some from past weeks. If you need some, let me know, and I will see. I definitely have extras, but if we still need more, we can figure that out. Okay, so each kid needs 1 paper plate. I have 1 punch holder, and this is going to be the bigger punch holder. I also have a really fine tip, but you're going to need the bigger one. And so if other people have more punch holders, that's going to be good. You're going to need those. You are going to need, there's a bag that says week 21, so in there are jingle bells and a bunch of ribbon. My colors are different than yours, and some scissors for kids to use. The other thing that we might get, I'm not sure yet, is some pennies for some coins, and I'll tell you about that in a second. Those are not in your bin though. So, and glue sticks. You are going to start by having each child take a paper plate and fold it in half. And it's okay if it gets a little like smushed or whatever. And then each kid, and this is where for littles probably just want this done. I might even start some of them for our class. And you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to glue the outside right here. And we're gonna put stuff in it, and so this is just gonna help hold it in. Just like this, okay? Just like that. And then we are going to start to close it up. We're gonna push it together. Push, 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 push. Until there's a little opening on the end. Like that. It's still glued, I just haven't pushed it together yet. And at that point, we are going to put, I think we'll just give each kid 5 jingle bells. Little jingle bells. And you're just gonna, my whole thing came apart. But you're just gonna put them in there, and then you're just gonna lock it up, okay? So now the jingle bells are in there. And it's okay if they don't jingle yet, they will. And then the kids are going to punch a couple holes. I'd say 6 or so around the outside of their tambourine, okay? And once they have done that, then they're gonna get some ribbon. I only use 1 piece of ribbon just to give you an idea of it. If the kids wanna use 3 or 4 pieces of ribbon, that's totally fine. It should weave through together, so they can kind of pick 3 or 4. They can pick 1, it doesn't really matter. And I left these on the end because there's a few different options that they can do. They could leave them like this. They could just tie them, go on this side. They could tie it in a knot right here, so then it doesn't fall out. And now the pennies would be in here at this point. Well, they can tie it in. You'd have to tie it in a few knots because that then made it smaller. But so you can tie it in a few knots just to tie it off like that. Or the other thing is they could tie it in a knot right here. And these are all just different looks. It doesn't really matter for the actual tambourine. What's going to happen? Do like that. Once they have those in there, then they can stick their finger in. I know it's a little glued, but you can stick your finger in and you can kind of pop it back out like that. And the string with the glue will hold the jingle bells in, which is what this one is. Again, there's no string on this, but then that's what you are. You have a tambourine. Okay. The reason that I mentioned the coins is because initially we were going to do the coins on the inside and let the jingle bells be on the outside. If you think that's something that your kids would really want to do, then talk to me and we can maybe get you guys some pennies instead and give the jingle bells an option. But I just think that since we have the jingle bells, I think it still sounds just as well just to put the jingle bells inside of it too. I do also have to paint on this. We're not going to do that because that's just too messy. Just bring them thin and thick washable markers. I think that's plenty. If you want to bring in pastels or something, you could do that. I would just bring them in one element to decorate it. And you can let them decorate the outside while they are listening to Symphony Number 4. And then they could play them another time while listening to Symphony Number 4. So I think that is it. Yeah, good luck.